only few people know why Drake beats were so fire. I'm going to show you guys in this video why Drake beats from the 2010s were so fire. It all came down to the danceability of the beat. Now, here's the secret though. We're at 86 BPM. We're not at 140 BPM, which is the typical starting point. And we're going to start with the snare drum. This is the main kind of driver of that music back then, was the Roland TR 808 snare. There's different variations of the snare. We're going to use the Metro Boomin kit here. You guys will get the project file, so don't try to memorize this, but we're at 86 BPM. Now, the thing is, we're going to not just hit 1, 2, 3, 4. We're actually going to create what's called tresillo bounces in here. So let's just start with the basic, 2 and 4. So just count the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Now it's at a bounce. Ta, ta, ta. 1, 2, ta, ta, ta. This is called tresillo when it goes ta, 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 ta. That's called tresillo. Ta, ta. Okay, so that little ta, ta in the middle adds that bounce. Now, what happens if we add a bounce at the end here? A slower tresillo. Now, what happens if we add a clap over top of this? Let's just pick a random clap. These aren't like, I'm not sound matching perfectly. We're just going to add a clap on the 2 and the 4 to contrast so that the snare feels like it's moving separately from the main snare count. I'm going to show you guys a tip that really is going to level up your drums. Let's add another snare. Now, this one, you want to tonally make it different. So in this case, we're going to go to the envelope and add a little low pass filter, just so it's muffled a little bit. We don't need to make it dramatically different, just a little bit different. And the main thing is here, we're just going to add the snare just before a snare. Okay, so it's like boom, like that. So it's a little stutter snare. We don't have to make it super loud either. Now from this point, we could use Omnisphere. I'm gonna show you guys a new Omnisphere bank and Omnisphere 3 that is just super good. And notice I'm not pausing the video. That's because once you understand this formula, you guys can create beats very in this lane. I'm not telling you guys to copy anything, but let's go to the bells of retro vibes. Let's hit random. Now these sounds are really good. All right, so now let's create a BASE bass line for this bell. I hit the wrong note there. I didn't want to overly think. So we're doing most of the melody motifs in threes. 1, 2, 3. This should be da da. I just missed the note. 1, 2, 3. So that's the bounce, just the 3 notes. And what we're gonna do is take the sound, let's turn it down a little bit, and see if we could add a sub rhythm in here that doesn't clash. So we're combining 2 different melodies. So I'm going to pick 3 other notes. Let's see if we can fit these in. That'd be a little too much. Okay, for the call and response, let's get rid of the first one. We don't have to be super formulaic with this. I'm just showing you guys how to fill in the gaps. Now let's go to the actual sounds and switch it out. Let's actually let's sound match this because I like the tone. I just don't want the specific preset. Let's see if we can find a bell in Omnisphere 3. Now, this is very Drake-ish. We can leverage delay and different things. Again, I'm not trying to bore you guys to tears about nuances, but we could add half speed in here with the new Omnisphere. So this basically adds a contrast layer for you. And then we can pull our melody up, control up. So it's basically fitting a secondary melody underneath. If I turn this all the way up, you guys will hear it. So we're blending this with the original. All right, now all you guys need is just a short little kick. Dun, 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 boom, ta. Let's just record a kick in. Also, let's turn the metronome on. So notice those double kicks, that contrast when we use that masculine downbeat energy with those 3-note movements, it creates a push and a pull. And then from here, you can just add any bass. So look how fast we made a Drake beat. Let's add a little more reverb in here. Send this to the aux. Now I'm gonna show you guys some sauce. Let's add a half speed after the reverb. Created this sauce years back. And then we can add the resonator. I also created this sauce. Just got to figure out the root note. I forgot what I played. So we play C sharp. So we're going to make this C sharp. It's up the reverb decay curvature. Let's also put the song position on so it syncs up with the tempo. Now we have a really dark sound. Let's switch out the reverb to a hall reverb. And now all we got to do is, can we lock the effects? I forgot how to lock the effects on here. See if we can figure that out. If not, I'm not gonna worry about it. Just like that, y'all. When you understand how to create bounce like that, it's really hard not to make a good beat. Let's just keep the bell because I don't know how to. And now you just need an 808 to go underneath. So I'm gonna go to my new 808s at busyworksbeats.com. The 808 pack is called 808 Fire. Let's add an 808 up under here. Let's go to sound packs. Let's go to 808 Fire. This is brand new. I sound design all these 808s. Just need an 808 that fits this song. And here's the trick. We're going to go to the envelope, turn the hold parameter all the way up, turn everything else down. We're going to hit Control L. And then here we're basically going to try to play the root notes. And kind of play stuttery like we did with the kick. So I just played, let me go in here. Let's change our snap to grid to 1/4 beat, hit Control Q. Actually, we're in a low BPM. Let's do a quarter step, hit Control Q. It's hard to hear the tone, so let's hit Control up. Okay, I meant to hit F, there we go. Now let's pull this down. So if your 808 and your kick clash like this, I'll show you quickly, guys. Even though we're going way beyond the scope of the video, let's right click, sidechain to the 808. Open up a plugin like FabFilter Pro Q3. We're going to use a low shelf. Switch the dynamic mode on. Go to auto. Click this little button. To trigger the sidechain, go to the settings. Go to processing. Right click and select your kick as the input. So now when the kick hits, it turns down the 808. And our goal is just make sure they don't hit in the same frequency range. Okay, so now we can literally just go in and swap the 808 just by right clicking, hitting S. I feel like this one fits better with this kick. Notice we didn't even add hi-hats to the beat. Let me see if the beat even wants hi-hats. It's hard to tell. Again, you guys get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. Let's see if this beat even remotely wants hi-hats. Sounds like it does. Let's use the hi-hats on the second half only. Man, Drake's beats were always danceable. Shout out to Boy Wonder. Shout out to everybody who produced for Drake. Noah 40. I know I'm forgetting a billion people, but that is why Drake's beats were so hard during the 2010s. It's the danceability, y'all. To download these project files for free, just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. Look out for the 808 Fire sound kit at busyworksbeats.com. Peace out, guys.